Hey everyone, welcome to your timeless love reading for the collective. My name is Natalie and this is Eve's Rising Tarot. And because this is a general reading, you'll want to keep that in mind and connect with your intuition as you listen to ensure you take only from the reading what is meant for you and you leave what is not. And let's get into it. What is you and your person's overall energy towards each other right now? What is your overall energy towards your person and their overall energy towards you? All right, your energy towards them is the Hermit. This is Virgo energy. Very introspective, almost keeping to yourself. Someone who is, rather than pursuing this person, you are looking inward, possibly looking to your past, seeing what seeds of wisdom and experience you can find that you may have missed while your ego was preoccupied. You are doing the hard work right now. Instead of pursuing this person, you're focusing on you. You're understanding why you do the things you do and how things were brought to where they are between you and this person at this time. Okay? And your person's energy towards you. The Knight of Pentacles. This person is a planner. They want to have everything ready and in order. This person is actually wanting to get the ball rolling with you and possibly to offer you something that has value in their eyes. They may see offering you something material as a way to win your heart, or at least that's their love language, or what they would think was thoughtful and loving if somebody were to do it towards them. This person works hard for what they have and what they've accomplished, and they always have an eye on their future and how they can do today something that will make their tomorrow closer to what they want. This person is somebody who has planted seeds and has worked really hard to build something for themselves that they feel will be help them to be seen as worthy in your eyes, something that will grow strong and fortified and have something to offer, fruits to offer down the line. This person may be working on their finances, improving their living situation. This could also be somebody who is finally, taking the steps forward and getting out of debt. They're very slow in their approach. This person is not in a hurry. They take their time. They're very methodical and planned. Okay. Let's see here. What is the strongest connecting energy between the two of you at this time? Strongest connecting energy existing between, felt by both. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Both of you are looking at one another and seeing red flags. And I see this not as that there is actually red flags, but that each of you are mistaking triggers that the other person shows you as red flags. So you're very cautious and holding back from one another. I do see with you being in the Hermit energy that you are somebody who is introspective and looking into this. A trigger or something that has been illuminated for your person could be their finances, their material standing. And for you, you're feeling things as a result of this person that you don't know why you're feeling, but you're in a place in your life where you are seeing them. You're watching the emotions rise within you and you're feeling them. This is what's caused you to look to what's happened to you and what you may still be holding on or what's unhealed within you. You may be more evolved in your spiritual belief or your spiritual practice or further along your spiritual path than this person. Okay, let's see here. What do I want to do here? What is the strongest magnetic aspect that draws you to this person and that this person is drawn to within you? Strongest magnetic aspect for each of you in the other. That you're not telling each other, that you're keeping to yourself. What are you most drawn to in them and what are they most drawn to in you? What you're most drawn to in them is strength. Meeting this person and the path that has been set down upon by you and this person has shown you a lot of the ways in which you operate from your ego. It's really brought in a connection and a communication of your higher mind that is showing you the ways in which your ego is making choices for you that are not for your highest good. And in this, there's new growth beginning, new expansion, a beginning of an abundance within your soul growth. And because there is a lion here, I'm kind of feeling that there is pride in telling this person, and so you keep this from them. The ego still is kind of calling the shots and determining what to say and what not to say, and so that is why pride is what keeps you quiet about what you're most drawn to and grateful for and aware of in this connection, but not sharing. It's so because the lion is facing to the left, it feels like this is behaviors, prideful, egotistical behaviors that were formed in your past. Because they're in your past, they no longer serve. And there's an awareness now that these old learned behaviors and ways of thinking are now playing out in your present. And there's an awareness within you to look at these things now, these feelings within yourself, these thoughts, these beliefs, and you're no longer unconsciously choosing to follow them and to go and flow with the emotions of them. You are, though your ego is still kind of fighting to stay in charge and to protect itself and its reputation and its vulnerability, the higher self is showing you in a loving way in which you choose to go a different way, a way that is more soulful, more loving, more patient, more peaceful, and that will produce more harmony and balance within this connection. Okay, so a lot of growth is happening within you because of this connection, and both major arcanas, the Hermit and the Strength. So this really is a lot of soul growth within you as a result of meeting this person. So it feels like you are somebody who is heeding the call and seeing this connection as an opportunity to grow and to expand. Okay, and what they're most drawn to, that they're not keeping, or that they're keeping from you, the Seven of Swords. Wearing a mask. There is an intelligence behind keeping things hidden from you. And in this sense, it feels like this person is keeping things from you in an effort to keep the peace. Possibly, I'm hearing to buy time. Intelligence, there's an intelligent intention behind this, meaning there's a strategy to hiding the truth or keeping communication from you. I want to get a little bit more about this. Tell me more about the Seven Swords. What is it that they're keeping hidden? I see two other people here pointing up at something they perceive as a possible threat, a reason to actually take those swords that he has and to use them, right? But this person is saying, no, that's not what I want to do. That's not what you see. So in a sense, this person is keeping you a secret from those around them for some reason. Maybe there are aspects of each of you that to their friends and family and people around them that would not be approved or might be judged. And so this person is keeping communication to themselves. And temperance here is what came out to clarify. So this is somebody who is holding back on communication because of those around them not approving of you. You who walks a different path. You who sees the world through different eyes. Somebody, they see you as somebody who is balanced in ways that are higher within the self, and the way you operate and the things that you're capable of seem almost miraculous to this person. But in a sense, maybe this is because you are of a different faith, or your spiritual beliefs or practices are not in alignment with this person's, either them or the people that surround them. They see you as heavenly and divine and gifted. But this person understands that those around them do not see or will not, or they believe won't see them the same. So they keep their the thoughts that they have and the experience they're having with you to themselves. They're very quiet and almost wearing a mask. They're drawn to your spiritual approach to life. You seem to have tapped into something that they are inspired by and in awe of, but that no one around them will understand, and they keep quiet to avoid criticism. Okay. Interesting. All right, and what is the strongest crossing energy? Strongest crossing energy. Where's the disconnect? We'll get the convergence of that crossing energy and then clarification for you and them on how it's playing out in each of you. What is the strongest crossing energy between the collective and the person they're here for, Spirit? Please show me what I need to see. Peace. The strongest crossing energy is that apart there is peace. And there's a clinging to that peace. Even though there is, I do feel that each of you miss the other. But that the clinging to peace and the comfort in the peace of not stepping into what needs to be said and what needs to be worked through between you is comfortable. So comfort is the strongest crossing energy I'm seeing here. Okay. Fire on the bottom. And masks. Not being entirely authentic. Operating from the authentic self. Okay, let's see. What do we want to clarify this with? I'll do this one. Tell me more about peace on your side of this crossing energy and their side. Let's get a clarifier for you and them on this crossing energy. Okay, for you, clarifying peace, avoiding, pushing away, escaping, blocking. Ego, maybe. Self-preservation, fear. Avoidance, because you feel an outcome is inevitable, one that is not desirable. Walking away, and it feels very much so like this is like the footsteps here, is the footsteps of this hermit walking away. So in some aspect in this soul searching, isolating, looking to your past, trying to find answers, looking to your darkness and your shadows, there is an aspect of it that is avoiding or blocking the connection. Strongest crossing energy, right? You're pushing them away in some sense, calling it introspection. Is it possible that you have been in this self-reflective hermit energy for longer than necessary? Okay. I want to read about peace too. Let's see here. And then we'll get their clarification after. Peace. Restoration, reconciliation. The dove represents peace and reconciliation. It communicates the gentle humility that is necessary to eliminate conflict and restore fractured relationships. Humility. So lacking humility, the blocking energy is that there's a desire to fix this, to come together, but there is a fear and an avoidance in doing what is necessary to work through the conflict and to fix what's been broken. Letting down your guard and being the one to extend an olive branch takes courage. The dove communicates the need to be open to hearing another person's point of view in order to eliminate conflict. So, in some, oh my gosh, on the bottom of the deck, conflict, clashing differences, incompatibility. This person keeping to themselves, wearing a mask, not being authentic because they're afraid of conflict or of what will happen if they take the mask off. These are also very children, so perhaps this person sees, I do see, and I love these cute little hands. I see these as children, right? And they see you as this person who is living in some sense in balance and beauty and tapping into gifts and reawakening parts of your soul that to somebody who is not where you're at spiritually seems miraculous or possibly intimidating, right? An adult and a child. So in some sense, this person may feel inadequate or not good enough, or that because they're not where you are in the ways that they admire you, that they will not be seen as respected or good enough in some sense. Okay, so what's clarifying this piece for you is avoiding, pushing away, blocking, escaping. So running away then, and that confirms, right, this lion, this arrogance, this ego in some sense. Right? And to clarify it for your person. Possibilities, free-spirited, adventurer, risks. And this does really speak to what I had said. The way that you are free-spirited. You are beautiful in the way you live your life and the way your mind works. You are somebody who is not afraid of adventure. You step to the plate and you are ready and packed to go when it knocks on your door. You're somebody who takes risks. You listen to your heart with this gold energy. You're here to find out who you are, and this person is so inspired by it but feels like a child in comparison to what you are capable of. And it causes them to doubt themselves. Conflict. Okay. What does Spirit want you to bring your awareness to right now? What is your higher guidance, your higher self causing? Let's stay in integrity. I'm going to take that. I feel called to. And let's see if one more comes out. Moon shining. Stay in integrity. Anything else that Spirit wants you to bring your awareness to right now? Okay. That's it. Staying in integrity. As you go down this path, possibly in this introspective hermit energy, stay in integrity as you do it. Don't use avoidance or blocking or this soul searching as a way to run away. I want to read about this a little bit. Moon shining. What would this be an S? Let's see. I gotta look it up. I don't know how this is alphabetized. Stay in moon shining. 90. Moonshining means talking nonsense or empty or foolish talk. There's a sense with this card that what someone is saying is all style and no substance. Is that person you or someone else? Drawing this card suggests there's a risk that someone has been filling your head with ideas that have no place in there. Maybe someone's been making promises to you that they can't or won't keep. Or maybe someone has said something hurtful to you and you've taken it far too seriously. Perhaps they are just being provocative. There is a sense when this card comes up that you should disregard the empty or cruel words that someone has spoken to you and instead gather up your own power and love yourself more. Also, do not be the person who is doing the moonshining. In other words, make sure you're acting with integrity in all your current dealings. Otherwise, as sure as the moon rises, karma could come and even things out. And that's not meant to sound alarming. It's just a statement of fact. So additional meanings for this card could be, and I'll hold this up here. I like it. It matches my blue. Additional meanings. Don't make empty promises. Someone is baiting you. Think about who you trust. Don't let someone's words hurt you. Don't take life too seriously. About the symbol, although you may have previously associated the word moonshine with the idea of illegal alcohol, that's what I thought. I thought of the movie Lawless. The idea of illegal alcohol brewed in the back days of Prohibition. When this word comes up, it's time to think about the word's origin meaning. Is someone talking nonsense? Spirit wants you to be aware of how you speak and what you take for truth of what is spoken around you. Speak with truth and integrity and honesty. And just because it's true doesn't mean it needs to be said, right? Sometimes kindness is more important than truth. And that's something that I've had to learn as well as a Sagittarius. So stay in the light. Trust your intuition. Operate within your authentic self and operate within integrity. So this is what Spirit wants you to be aware of. And this could be in the way that you speak to this person. This could also be in regards to how they have spoken to you and what they have led you to believe. Perhaps what they have said to you is not truth. And it was more of a self-preservation or possibly self-sabotage, a way to protect themselves from, right, these red flags here, right? That are actually, I'm feeling triggers, right? You are triggering each other in some ways, and you're being called to look at those ways, right? Okay, get this here, and let's see. Guidance from Spirit. What do we want to do here? Let's do soul truth. What guidance does Spirit have for you? Actionable guidance in navigating forward for your highest good. What are you being called to see within yourself? What opportunity for soul growth is at your fingertips or a step ahead of you? What actionable guidance does Spirit have for you at this time? How can I surrender even more in this moment? It is essential to have clear, strong intentions of what we desire, but it is equally important for us to detach from the outcome. I think this came out in yesterday's, or maybe a reading I posted today. Very recent. You might want to look at either today's reading from Spirit or yesterday's. Okay, but it's equally important for us to detach from the outcome. And what I'm feeling with that is there may be a part of you that is fixated on how you think that this is going to work out between you and this person, or how it's not, or you believe it's not going to work out, right? What limitations are you putting on the ways in which the most infinite, magical magician of all time can create this experience, right? Let God do what God does best, create. You keep your mind in faith. You visualize what you want to happen. You operate in literally pretend you're a child and you're imagining what you want to happen with this person. See it as clear as day, every detail that you can focus on in your mind. Feel the emotion of what that feels like as if it already is so. So say what you crave most or desire most is a genuine, honest conversation with this person. Imagine sitting in front of them and imagine them in an energy of authenticity and vulnerability, a way in which you've never seen them before. Imagine intuitively what that would feel like to hear this person sitting before you and speaking the truth that in your heart you know is true. Right? Whatever the case is, do not put limitations with your thoughts. Be mindful of what you are thinking and what you are choosing to believe and what fears you have around this person and your connection with them. Are you limiting yourself by fears of your past? Look into your thoughts, question what they are, where they come from, and if they have any place in your present moment, because they are creating your tomorrow. It's time to surrender. Let the universe have some breathing room to work. Let go of the wheel and trust so deeply that your trust turns into gratitude for what you cannot see, as if it is already so, but you know is coming. Today's mantra: I surrender, I accept all that I cannot change, I release the outcome, and I joyfully trust the process. Know this so deeply that your soul vibrates. You are not alone. Your life has purpose, and the more you surrender, the more God, Spirit, oneness, your Creator, can produce miracles in your life. You are a co-creator with God. You are not at the whim of chance and circumstance. This is a mental universe. Isn't it time to step into what that truly means and to explore it and to start having fun and getting your hands dirty in learning what that can do for your life? The power of belief. How can I surrender even more in this moment? How can I walk away or choose something else other than avoidance? How can I recognize that possibly what I'm doing is avoiding? How are my actions pushing away this person in the name of soul searching? Are you hiding behind soul searching and healing as a way to avoid what your soul is calling you to do with this person? How can you surrender more? All right, and I want to get an angel number to close it out. Two, opportunities, expansion, possibilities, courage, exploration, growth, and fearlessness. Think big and expand your horizons as far as possible. Don't set limits on yourself, right? How can I surrender more? Don't set limits on yourself or what you believe is possible. Don't let fear stop you from opening your mind to opportunities you might otherwise miss. What opportunities am I missing out on because of self-imposed limitations or fear? I'm not good enough. This can never work out. They're better than me. I'm better than them. We'll never be able to communicate properly. They're too old. They're too young. I don't like the way they dress. I don't like the way they talk. Whatever it is. Step into soul. Put the ego out of the picture for a moment and let your soul speak, right? Today, take a step towards something that scares you and embrace it as an opportunity for growth and expansion. Do something that scares you in regards to this connection. And anxiety on the bottom. Maybe stop letting your mind create stories that don't exist and start making stories that do exist. And let's get some charms, clarification in case you need additional confirmation. Okay, let's see. I have a ship steering wheel. I think that's what it's called. You are the one steering your ship, creating your reality. This key with the word faith on it. Faith is the key to unlocking the doors that stand in your way. I have Leo here. So you or your person could be a fire sign or have Leo in their chart somewhere. I also have Aries, so another fire sign. You or them could have Aries in your chart. And let's see, I have a fish. So this could maybe be a water sign or whatever that could mean to you. Maybe look in the symbolism of that. And I have a letter B an 8, a 7, a 6, or 6, 7, 8. Let's see, an I, an O or a 0, another O or a 0, and then K and H. And I'm going to leave the reading there. I hope it was helpful for you in some way, and please let me know if it was. I hope you all have a beautiful weekend or day whenever this finds you. And I'm sending you all so much love, and I will talk to you very soon.